drifting away from your pains, your hurt and sorrows, stories of yesterday. It's like going home to that place you always long to be, where a smile is still priceless. Damn, you feel so free. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I know I'm in love. I know I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I know I'm in love. I know I'm in love. 'Cause if I'm dreaming, don't wake me up. Put this one repeat, never make it stop. See me tell you love, do this one drop. Sleep check and music a beat round the clock. And I will never ever compromise this vibe. Beat a heart, make me stay alive. Sing it for the people trying to survive, yeah. Oh, oh, I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I know I'm in love. I know I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I know I'm in love. I know I'm in love. All my life I've been on the road. All the time that I would settle down. And all my life I've been on the move. I never thought, yeah, I'd rock to this groove. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I know I'm in love.
Very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. Beautiful day today.
Think I'm in love.
I see my beautiful wife Geeta Rampersaud is watching. She is at work and taking some time. It's always good to have your wife's support. Or may I say your partner? That's right, that's right. Good afternoon and welcome to the Ken Rampersaud Show. Today is Sunday, 5 o'clock. The show goes on from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in New York. Well, it's good to be back here this week. We always have to be thankful for another day. So good to have you guys on. Always good to have some of my very special viewers. Rajiv Nandalal. We have also we have to say that we have our DJ Bolt, our selector Bolt. He's on today playing. I don't know where is Kevin. He went by his cousins. Also, it's good to have the beautiful Radha Totaram always tuning in and give me her support and Island Zone Radio. Molly Kudi, good afternoon. It's good to have Deepa Dasrat watching all the way from Florida. Always make sure you tune in, my dear. Rowena Lal, part of Island Zone Radio. We want to say thank you very much for all that you're doing for us, to help share, to do whatever, to keep the conversation going while we're busy doing what we're doing. Samantha Ragnat, it's good to have you on. She said, happy Sunday, everyone. Stay safe. Watching from Guyana. It's always good to have our Guyanese watching too, especially from Guyana. I hope that you don't get any blackout and so on in Guyana, because it's no good for us here. Ram Hiralal watching all the way from Canada. He's saying good afternoon to everyone. Samantha Ragnat, good to have you on. And yes, thank you. Who we have? Anita Moses Ferdinand, good afternoon. Molly from Trinidad. That's nice. Good to have people from different part of the world. So you guys can tell me which part you are watching the Ken Rampersaud Show. Deepa said, thank you for the shout out. It's a must I have to do. Anita Moss, watching all the way from Toronto, Canada. You know, I can't wait for this pandemic to finish so I can head over to Canada. I love to go to Canada. My sister lives in Toronto. Sheila Mangar Singh is watching from Suriname, and she's saying, good afternoon to all of you. Rowena, thank you. You deserve that anyway. You know, today we're going to talk about something that's very special to us. It may not be very significant to a lot of us, but cholesterol is a it caused death in a lot of family. So I need to really talk about this. It's good to talk about that. It's when something that gonna take your life, we need to address it. And as I was doing some research on cholesterol, we all know that it could lead to heart disease, which is the leading cause of death, and then we have stroke, which is the number 5 death in the United States. So we have to be very careful what we do, how we live our life, and what we eat, and what if we exercise or we don't. And for most of the time, as I'm doing all these researches and studying and so on about the topic I want to talk about, I came to conclusion to myself that is what you do with your life, how you live your life, what do you put in your body. And one of the things is that what you put in your body is that's going to be the outcome. Some people are blessed and very lucky to have a good gene in them, so they continue to do whatever they're doing and nothing happens. But most of the time when you eat bad and you don't exercise, it's not a good thing. It could lead over years. It could lead to a lot of problems for some of us. So luckily I was home all day, and I like to be home on a Sunday because then it gives me some time to relax and calm down, to come on the air. So I'm glad I didn't have to work today on a Sunday. And I was listening to the man DJ Harry. He's a funny guy, I got to tell you, and also he plays some good music, right? Also following me this afternoon at 7 o'clock will be the man Anthony Prasad. We know that he's a quality singer. I've been saying this for a long time. The first time I heard him sing, he is doing a fantastic job for us here in Guyana and where else, So good to have you on, guys. Let me see who else we have here. Of course, I always like to say shout out and let my viewers know how very special they are. And I know that we're supposed to get some things from Guyana, some shrimps and crab and achar. And unfortunately, Nyan, who's watching the show from Guyana, she prepared one suitcase of things to bring, and I don't know what happened. The guy lose a flight in Ghana. We never get all these things. So, hey, what can I tell you? Zarina in Shanali is saying a blessed Ramadan and happy Shivratri to all our Muslims and Hindu brothers and sisters. And stay safe, everyone. One thing I've always said, we have 12 months in a year, and we should really live good when it comes to these holidays, not just when it's Ramadan and when it's Shivratri and when it's Christmas and when it's Pagwa and so on. We should continue doing this all the time. And of course, we should not even clean only when it's that time. We should do that every day of the week, right? So that's my good friend Dominique Ojuk. Thanks for your love and your support. She says, good afternoon, everyone. She probably don't need the show. Her husband is a doctor, so I really value her being on my show. And like I said before, when you see her, I know she's going to come on the show. She smiles a lot and has a very, very pleasant personality. I can say so much about her. I remember, I don't know if she remember, Dominique. One day I wanted a nurse's shoes, the clogs, and she took me with her big Jeep, and I don't know where she took me down way, and we went and we get a nice pair of shoes for myself. So thank you very much. I remember the kind things that people do for me all the time. So thank you, my dear. And Jasmine Madre, very good afternoon to you. She says, everyone have a great night. I remember I had a pen friend. I don't know if you're related to her. Her name was Julie Madre from Logwood and Moore. And I went and visited her one time, and her sister was in the hospital. Sissy MacBill, always good to see your name and to see you that you're watching the show. Rowena Lal, I said again, thank you very much for watching the show. And guys, if you want any greetings or anything, please let me know, or just put it in the shout box so I can get to read it. All right. And one of the things I want to say to you guys, sometimes as soon as I come out the show, someone would say, Ken, you didn't announce my name. And I was like, I'm sorry, though, because I want to acknowledge everyone and appreciate everyone for watching my show. And then I'll apologize and so on. So I want you guys to know that I really value your time, the 2 hours that you come on my show. I hope that you guys are enjoying the show. As I said before, this show is not the one that play a lot of music and, we just play some song to keep you entertained while I catch myself and come back, because sometimes there's a lot of things I'm saying and I want to talk and let you guys hear a little music. I don't want it to be boring. But when we're talking about things like cholesterol and so on, it may be boring at times, but it's important thing. It's can save you your own life, if you know what I mean. And when I come back, DJ is going to play a song, next song. I catch my breath, and we'll come back again. So hello to everyone, and thank you very much. My beautiful sister, Roxanne Walker Hamilton, all the way from Florida, a good soul. So let's welcome her. Stand up and welcome her. Thank you very much. She's always been a good supporter for my show. Even when she's on her break at work, she take that time, the hour or half an hour or 2 hours, and sit down and listen to my show. If not, while she's going home, she's driving home, she put on my music. So things like this, really, I like this. Show that the commitment of some of our viewers, all right? And I'm going to put on the show, the cholesterol, what it does, and I'll discuss it later on for you guys. So look at it. It can lead to stroke. It could lead to heart disease and so on, okay? And some of the leading cause of death here in the United States and around the world. Let's go, DJ. Hey Molly, good evening. Listening to you, I must say your aura is very pleasant. Well, thank you very much.
Politicians come and change it. Never let them come on and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not the pounder. Tell them no, I be this and the panda. Never let them come wrong and divide. That's the only way they can really rule.
That's a man, our own mystic from Guyana. To get him to bring on the show one day, and it's no, mystic, yes. I'll bring him on there.
Together we win, together we lose. Such is life, we not have to choose. People are shot 60 and we happy. When the man out the stadium feel empty. We fear it down, but then we get up again. Cause we know that team I start batting, Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come on and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not the pounder. Tell them no, I be this and the panda. Never let them come wrong and divide. That's the only way they can really rule. Tell them no, we not the pounder. Tell them no, I be this and the panda. Rakesh and Jeremy, a friend from nursery. Them boys share them dumpling and a curry. Them turn big man, you know them turn enemy. For that we thank PPP and DNC. As a little boy, me never know about black and coolie. I me know Shiba no power represent me. We have dreams to do represent we country. The one we have dream is to left we country. Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come along and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not the pounder. Tell them no, I be this and the panda. Never let them come wrong and divide. That's the only way they can really rule. Tell them no, we not the pounder. Tell them no, I be this not the panda. Rally round one another Guyanese. Like David Rudder rallied round the Windies. These are the times and we need another Clive Lloyd. Now let team and bridge this divide. Forget the politics in the game. Guyana first goal remains the same. Some outsiders propagating of trash. The intention is another whitewash. So be clever like chemo from Saxicali. And bowl them with this delivery. Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come along and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not the pounder. Tell them no, I be this and the panda. Never let them come wrong and divide. That's the only way they can really rule me. Tell them no, we not the pounder. Tell them no, I be this and the panda.
Welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. Good to have you guys on. Let me see my beautiful aunt, Dolores Sigo Bin, just tuned into. Oh, my good friend Shalo Ragubir. Thank you very much for tuning in, my dear. You are doing a fantastic job on your own show. I always watch you. I think you're so beautiful. I can say that my wife is listening, but it's okay. When you see something good about people, you say it. So I always say, "What she's so beautiful." I told my wife that the other night we were sleeping and I was watching your show. So it's always good to have you guys on. My aunt Dolores Sigobin, like I always tell you guys, she is the one who brought me to the United States, and I'm always love that. So let's talk about. Let's see. Radha Totaram says, "Good afternoon. How are you? I am fine, and I'm hoping that everyone else is fine." So when we talk about cholesterol, what are we talking about? Cholesterol is a waxy substance found in your blood, and I'm sure that most of you know what fat looks like. Your body really do needs cholesterol to build healthy cells, but at high level, it's no good and can increase your risk for one, heart disease with high cholesterol. You can develop fatty deposit in your blood vessels. And if we talk about, as we're talking about blood vessels, if you look at the diagram, at the drawing on the screen right now, you can see phase one, there is no kind of fats there building up. Also, the second phase you see, and I'm going to talk about this a couple of times for today. When you look at the phase two, you can see fatty tissue fat start to take over there. It start lining in, and that's the blood vessel you're seeing there, right? Then you can see, and phase three, it's get the hole there. It's becoming to narrowing, right? And when you look at phase four, you can see there's a lot of fat in the blood vessels. Where it could be in your neck, your heart area, your chest, wherever it is. So what happened when you see phase one there? You see it's free. The blood goes through there without any problem. Phase two, blood could go through, with not much problem. Phase four, you can see the blood vessel is getting smaller, and so in phase four, it's becomes more smaller, and that's when your blood becomes it's getting thick. It's not, the blood can't get through that as in that vessel there as easy as possible. So what happened? It's causing more problem for you. The fat is starting to build all over the place, and that's what's making it. You start to get heart problem. You can get stroke and all these things. So that's why you need to watch what you eat and so on, right? Eventually, these deposits grows, making it difficult for enough blood to flow through your arteries. Sometimes those deposits can break suddenly and form a clot. That's really cause heart attack or a stroke. High cholesterol can be inherited. You can get it from your parents, your mother or your father, but it's often the result of unhealthy lifestyle choices, which makes it preventable and treatable. So I want to explain this to you. You can get it from your parents, but also unhealthy lifestyle choices, which I will explain later on, which makes it preventable also and treatable. And when we talk about preventable, is what you eat and what you don't eat. Also, the life choice, the choices that you make while you're alive, and I'm going to explain that too, how you can change all of this. Also, we know that it could be treatable. You can get high cholesterol pills to drink, statin, which I'll discuss, but this is just the opening. A healthy diet, regular exercise, and sometimes medication can help reduce high cholesterol. And I want to tell you that all of this we can do together, okay? And if you follow all of this, what I'm going to tell you today, or most of it, you can live a healthy diet, a healthy life, and make definitely changes. We all know, and why a lot of people die because of this cholesterol, heart disease, and so on. Because one of the things is that high cholesterol has no symptoms. So the person doesn't feel that they have high cholesterol, okay? You don't see it, right? Only a blood test can tell you that you have high cholesterol. So this is why it's very important that you go to your doctor, especially if you're getting older, like 50, 45, 60 years old. You want to go to this doctor and ask your doctor if they could do a cholesterol test on you. Children and young adults have no risk factors for heart disease, are usually tested once between the age of 9 and 11, and again between the age of 17 and 19. Retesting for adults with no kind of risk factors for heart disease is usually done every 5 years. So what we want to say is that if you don't have any kind of history of heart disease, stroke, and a heart attack, and so on in your family, then what they will let you do it between the age of 17 and 19, resulting from adult with no risk for heart disease. It's usually done every 5 years, as I said. So you talk to your doctor and hear what he's going to tell you, or he or she's going to tell you. If you know that your mother and father died of heart attack and stroke and all these things, definitely you would want to do this more frequently. If your test results aren't within desirable range, your doctor might recommend more frequent requirements. Your doctor might also suggest more frequent testing. Like I said, if your family, your mom and dad died of heart disease at a young age, then you do your tests more frequently. If your family have family member history of high cholesterol, heart disease, or any risk factors such as smoking, diabetes, or high blood pressure, you want to take care of this. One of the things that my mom died, as I said before, she died at age 52 years old. And, back then, I was still a young boy. I was just going to nursing school then. And so I did not, I couldn't do anything about it. And by then, I was in the States. And 1 year after I left Guyana, she died. Couldn't go back. I say this all the time. So what is the causes of this? Like I said before, let's go back to the other one previously. So if you get cholesterol, you can't know, like you wouldn't get dizzy or your hand wouldn't hurt you and so on. The only thing that you can do really is to go to the doctor and get a cholesterol test done. Cholesterol is also carried throughout your blood attached to proteins, right? This combination of proteins and cholesterol is called lipoprotein. These are different types of cholesterol based on what the lipoprotein carries. We have the LDL, or which we said, which is, so like somebody asked me the other day, which is the good protein, or which is the good cholesterol and which is the bad cholesterol. So they have good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, right? So we have to remember this again. The LDL, that's the bad cholesterol, and it's transported particularly throughout your body, right? The LDL cholesterol build up in the walls of your arteries. And if I tell you that, I'm going to go back to see, when I said the walls of the artery, like you can see how the fat is right around here. You can't see what I'm showing you, pointed out here. I wish I could do that. So that's when you have the cholesterol start build up and making them hard and narrow, right? Then we have the HDL. The HDL is that's the good cholesterol. So when people ask you, you can say the HDL, or we just say that's the good cholesterol, right? So we have LDL, that's the bad cholesterol, and we have HDL, that's the good cholesterol. Picks up excessive cholesterol and takes it back to your liver. As we're talking about liver, just as I'm remembering, if you eat a lot of fatty food, things like pork, beef, you can cause to get fatty liver. The fat will go sometimes and stick in this liver, making it hard for a lot of things, circulation, okay? So you have to be very careful how you're eating and what you're eating. Also, we know that a lipid profile also typically measure triglyceride, a type of fat in your blood. Having a high triglyceride level can also increase the risk of heart disease, right? So we want to say that having a lot of triglyceride, you're having a risk of heart disease. Factors you can control, such as inactivity. And when I'm saying that, that means you sit one place, you don't do anything. So this is one of the things that you want to do. Also, your diet, you want to make sure unhealthy eating. I wish I knew all of this when I was a young guy growing up. You eat properly. Well, Guyana, sometimes you don't have a lot of vegetable. You do have vegetable, but a lot of fruits and so on, like in the States. I don't know if Guyana has kale and so on, but these are very good things to have, to eat, and so on. You want to try nuts and so on, which I'm going to talk later on down the line. These are the things that you want to eat, right? Not fried chicken, not fried pork, fried beef, and all these things. It's no good for you, right? Because what's going to happen is that all these things can go and stay in your liver, and you end up having like cirrhosis of the liver and all these kind of things, right? Which we know alcohol also plays a very big part of cirrhosis of the liver. Especially when you start to drink at a young age, you can end up having cirrhosis of the liver, right? So we want to stay away from that. Also, we have obesity. If you are a chunky guys, and ladies or gentlemen, if you guys are chunky, you want to make sure you lose some weight. and to keep a healthy weight with you, right? Um, Also, cholesterol contribute to high cholesterol and low HDL cholesterol. Factors beyond such control might play a role too. For example, your genetic makeup might keep cells from removing, right? So there's nothing that you can really do. You have to get tablets and so on to help with that, bring that down, right? LDL cholesterol from your blood effectively or cause your liver to produce too much cholesterol, and that's one of the things that we don't want to do. So from young days, we all need to watch what we're eating, watch our diet, exercise. It's a good thing to do, at least exercise, as we said before, which I'll talk again. I've been talking this for since I start my show, how important it is to exercise. High cholesterol can cause a dangerous accumulation of cholesterol and other deposits on the wall of your arteries, like I said before, and I'm showing you. If you can see those yellow stuff there within the blood vessel, that's what we talk about. That's plaque, right, and can reduce blood flow throughout your arteries, which can cause complications such as chest pain. If the artery that supplies your heart with blood, the coronary arteries are affected, you might have chest pain, angina, and other symptoms of coronary artery disease. So, and this is one of the reasons that I started the Ken Rampersaud Show. Like I always tell you, every day, every time I go on the radio, I'm not perfect, but having lived this life and watch diet and work. I used to work in heart unit. Give me some information. Like I said, sometimes I stumble, sometimes I my mouth get dry and whatever it is. But I just want, if you can pick up a couple of things that I'm talking about, it will be a good thing. I could save a life. If I could save a life, that's very good for me, right? So I notice a lot of times people tell me their chest hurting, right? But sometimes this chest is or their belly hurting them, their abdomen hurting them. But this time is their chest hurting them, and they're saying, you know what? I'm sure some of you can say this is true. You can tell me in the shout box. The belly's hurting them, the chest is hurting them, but they're saying the belly is hurting them. So this is one thing I really wanted to say. Anytime you're having any pain that you can't bear, or where your breast area is, or especially on your left hand side, please take it serious and do what you got. Call 911, okay? Also, I want to tell you guys that anytime you don't feel right in your chest, that's like I said, and I'm stressing on this, where your breast is or your chest area between there, moving more towards your, I don't know if I can stand up and show you, moving, this is my left side, moving right here. If you get that pain on the left hand side, you must take it seriously. Even if it's gas pain, you need to go, because you don't know what kind of pain it is you're experiencing. So stop saying that, you know what, my belly is hurting. Go to the doctor if you're unsure of what's going on. And you know what? It's better you go to the doctor than to fall dead. Or if you see someone in your family having chest pain, call 911. And even if they're telling you no, you call 911. And like I said, when you call 911, you left your door open, or let someone stay by the door. When I'm at work and someone get chest pain, one of the staff, I let them stay at the front door and wait for when 911 come. So in case when they come, they get straight access to that patient. Because when you have chest pain, every second counts, right? So I want to stress that. Also, heart attack. If plaque tear or rupture, a blood clot can form at the plaque rupture site, blocking the flow of blood, or break free, and that is a serious problem. It could go straight to your head. You get you dead at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And the blood clot can form the plaque ruptured site, blocking the, as I said, or break free, and you don't really want that. And plugging an artery that's going downstream, if blood flow to a part of your heart stops, you will have a heart attack, stroke. Similar to a heart attack, a stroke occurs when a blood clot blocks flow a part of your brain. So I'm going to ask DJ to come back and get a song while I say hello. Jagmohan, a very good evening to you. Sonia, thank you very much for tuning in. Sonia Singh, a pleasant Sunday evening to you and your family too. And very good supporter, great supporter. To the Ken Rampersaud Show, always have my back. If I call her now and said I want something for the show, which I've never done, but I know in my heart that she's going to do it because I got her support 100%. My girl, Joy Rambaran, good afternoon. And she's saying good afternoon to Charlo. How are you feeling? Hi, Juan, good afternoon. Yes, good to have Charlo. She's doing a fantastic job too. You know, we have to support all those people who is out there working, toiling. And I can tell you, it's today alone. I take like about 5 hours, despite I start plan this before, like 5 hours to read, make sure I get all these things in my head so I can share it with you guys. Okay. Bati Biswa, Mr. Ken Rampersaud, good afternoon, Sunday after evening to you and your family. Thank you very much. I always try to be safe, you know, because most of you guys know that I was very sick last year during this time fighting the COVID-19. All right. Let's see. Happy Navratri to my friend Sarindra and his family. Yes, Sarindra and your family. Ram is saying happy Navratri. I am all right. Let me see. Charlo, good. Charlo, yeah, all right. Charlo say, thank you so much, Kenneth Rampersaud. And I love your wife too. She's so beautiful inside and out. Love you guys. You know, Charlo, to be very honest, this afternoon I was lying down on my bed, and I was saying to myself, you know, I am very lucky to have a wife like Gita, and like I was saying, you know, in life, she's a beautiful soul, and I always tell people, you know, Gita is not only pretty, but she is very humble and kind. And I was saying to myself, not too long ago, 3 hours ago, and I was saying to myself, you know, Gita would give me anything, and I would do the same thing that would make our life so. Let's say 98%, as I tell people sometimes, we fight probably 2 times a year or 3 times a year, you know, and I don't back down anyway, but I make sure that before we sleep, I make sure that we continue the conversation. We talk about things, and so you know what I mean. And you know, Charlo, like what you're doing, I'm trying to do the same thing, and we must uplift people and you know, be kind to people. I am working on that 100%. You know, when people treat me bad, sometimes I want to snap back or I get very upset. So yes, well, Gita sometimes try to calm me down. All right. So DJ, are we ready? Let's go. Ram Narayan, good afternoon to you. Oh, my good friend from Guyana watching, Mr. Iserdeen watching. Thank you very much. Let's go, DJ.
Hello, it's me.
I love this song.
I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to me to go over everything. They say that I'm supposed to heal ya.
That's right. Thank you, Paula Williams.
Hello, can you hear?
I love this song.
I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how we felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a
Dedicated to all of you guys listening to the Ken Rampersaud Show. And she's from Solomon Island. I think Adele sing this song.
At least I can say that I'm trying to tell you sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter. Clearly doesn't tell you apart anymore.
Gankara. Hello, how are you? Well, it's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you will. Yeah. And did you ever make it out of that time when nothing else?
Yes, Roxanne, I love the little reggae. I think she's about 17, 19 years old. And the guy Conqueror from Jamaica. Blessings upon blessings to all my Guyana friends and family. Hello from the Big Apple by Georgetown, Guyana. Person is saying hello from Guyana. Good to have you on here. What a take around. Thank you very much and welcome to the Ken Rampersaud Show again. And I'm glad that you guys enjoyed this song. I like song that really stirs the emotion of me. Sometimes it's a shame I end up crying listening to some songs, but people say it's a good thing to cry. Most of the time, if I cry for something that's good. I was very sick with the COVID-19 last year. I was not scared, never scared. Like I said before, I put a little pep talk for you guys. We are blessed, and when we are blessed, we don't worry. I am not worried what the other side may look like, but I really appreciate life every day that I live. I value life. I do something every day, despite how I feel, to feel good. You know what I'm saying? When you do good things come back to you. When you do good things, you feel good, right? Sometimes I think about good things and I end up crying, and I said, Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get back to our topic. We're talking about cholesterol. We know that risk factors, in everything we have risk factors that can increase your risk of bad cholesterol. Like we said before, it's poor diet, eating saturated fat found in animals. So one of the things is that we don't want to eat too much of animal fat, like beef, red meat. We want to stay away from that. I'm not telling people to eat, not to eat these food, these like pork and beef and so on. What I have done, especially in animals and so on, and what I do sometimes, most of the time, I eat chicken and turkey. And what I do most of the time, like sometimes my brother-in-law buy pork chops, I would take one piece because I like pork, but not because I like pork. I'm going to eat it every day. So what I do, if I see they take out some, I'll just go and take one and eat it. That's about it. Because I have gout, and as we're talking, I'll just share something with you. When you have gout, it's an accumulation of something in your foot that cause a lot of pain. So I try not to eat that. It's caused a lot of problem, right? A lot of crystal, and it makes it very hard for people who have gout to walk, right? Also, we know that the trans fat found in some commercially baked cookies and crackers, microwave popcorn can raise your cholesterol level too. Food that are high in cholesterol, such as red meat and full fat dietary products, will also increase your cholesterol. We talk about obesity. Having a body mass, BMI of greater than 30, of 30 or greater, puts you at high risk for high cholesterol. Okay. Lack of exercise. I've said many times in nearly every show that I have, it talks about lack of exercise help boost your bad cholesterol, your good cholesterol, right? So you must exercise. It helps to boost your body, okay? While increase the size of particles that makes up your LDL or your bad cholesterol, which makes it less harmful. So like we talked already, when we couple of things we need to do: poor diet. If we don't eat properly, it's bad for us. Also, if we are obese, and the lack of exercise. A lot of times you may have some people who they're obese, but they could move and they could do things. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised to see some chunky people, the way they work and the way they do things. Because one of the things I could tell is that they're working their body, despite they can't lose that weight easily, but they're still fit. We talk about smoking, and I've talked about that all the time. Smoking, cigarette smoke damages the walls of your blood vessel. So I said again, smoking damages the walls of your blood vessel. And let me show you what the blood vessel again look like. It's the you see, I wish I could you'd see where I'm pointing. But let's talk about phase one. When you look at phase one, you can see that's clear in there. But when you're smoking, it causes problem with the lining where you see the whitish ring is right inside of there. It causes a problem. Also, we need to know that let's see, we have prone to fatty deposits. That's right. It goes to your liver, and you get fatty liver. And when you talk about fatty liver, when you look at the diagram there, you will see your liver will look that red, right? But then you see that fatty deposit there that's on the wall. That's what your liver is going to look like. I wish I could have remembered before where you could have see what fatty liver look like. Probably after the show, I'll put in what a fatty liver looks like. Okay. When we talk about age, because your body chemistry changes as you age, your let's see, I'm trying to put the screen back on. Your risk of high cholesterol climbs. For instance, as you age, your liver becomes less able to remove LDL cholesterol, which is the bad one. And if I didn't realize that, long before now, that diabetes is such a bad thing. We know that high blood sugar contributes to high level of a dangerous cholesterol called very low density, which is the VLDL, and lower HDL cholesterol. High blood sugar also damages the lining of your arteries, right? So you have to be very, very careful what you eat and what you put into your system. We could talk about prevention. How do we really prevent this cholesterol? There is a lot of things, like I said before, that you can do to help you, all right? Which is the same heart healthy lifestyle changes that can lower your cholesterol, can also prevent you from having high cholesterol in the first place. To prevent high cholesterol, you can eat a low salt diet that emphasizes fruits, vegetable, and whole grain. Limit the amount of animal fats. Again, watch your intake of what you're eating. You know what is good too? I like to eat a lot of turkey. Today I was thinking I probably should do a live on Saturday of what the salad should look like, and how it could help you with turkey. I don't know if you guys are interested in to see what it looks like. I could probably go to the store and pick up my peppers, my little turkey that I get at the store, and show you how I could make a nice salad. Every time I make salad, the kids and everybody love it. All right. Sometimes I could cook a little salad and make some things. All right. That cholesterol can also lower and can prevent you from having high cholesterol in the first place. To prevent high cholesterol, you can eat low salt diet, like I said, that fruits, vegetable, limit the amount of animal fat, and use good fats in moderation. When we talk about good fat, like I always like to, when I buy fish or get to buy fish, salmon, I talk about salmon too. All these are good things to eat. Mackerel, good thing to add to your food. Even in your salad, you can put them inside. I should probably do like I see Priya said she would love to see it, where you have lots of vegetable, what you put your kale, your broccoli, and so on. So I probably next week I should do one of that. I'm gonna put it on my page. So thank you, Paula, for chiming in and help out there. She said yes, it does. I quit almost 18 years, and thank God. Good. I'm glad you're sharing. And rather saying good topics. Yes, we gotta help each other, man. Life is funny. If you can help repair my car, I can tell you what's good for you to eat and so on. So makes the world go wrong, right? So make sure you eat good. But if you, like I said, you don't cut out stuff. You cut down. Like if you're eating a pound of beef today, next week you eat half pound. or you eat today, you're gonna pound, eat quarter pound. Next week, and I'm just using just random range. Next week you eat half pound. The other week you eat 3/4 pound, and then the following week you eat the whole. You stop eat the whole thing. You don't eat it anymore because, like I said, it causes a lot of problems, and people don't realize. And one of the things is that you, as I said before, you don't know your cholesterol how high it is until, and you could maybe eating pork, beef, and all these things, and guess what? It carry your cholesterol right up, and then guess what? You hear Tom, Dick, and Harry dead, and you're like, oh my God, how they die so young? What happened? Guess what? They were eating bad all the time, unhealthy food, and they get a heart attack. The cholesterol, if you look at the screen, I'm going to tell you, the cholesterol meet up to phase 4, and guess what? And then a couple of weeks after, it block up the whole thing, and you can't get blood. The blood cannot travel through the circulatory system, and the next thing you know, you die. Right? I've said before, I have worked with a lot of people who smoke. A lot of people. I like all my jobs. I see directors smoking, and like they would tell me at the end of the day. And I want to really stress this. At the end of the day, they say, "Oh my God, I really want to stop smoking, and it is so hard for me to stop smoking." That's why I will always say, for those of you who are listening to me for the first time, I just want to tell you, I've been a nurse for over 30 years. I spend most of the year in the United States working with people who do drugs, which is crack cocaine, heroin, marijuana, crystal meth, the whole place, the whole everything that I call there. Also, I've done some work in the telemetry unit at North General Hospital. I work in psych, MICA. So MICA is the between two diagnoses. One is medical and one is psych. Okay, so I see things and I hear about things, and they're struggling to stop smoking and they can't stop. That's why I'm preaching that, don't start smoking. We don't know, some of us, what the effect is. So please, guys, and I preach this to young people, don't start something that you cannot finish. And I get to interview these clients when I'm admitting them, and because of my show, I get deep down to them to ask them like questions like, oh my God, did you you wish you didn't start? And everybody that I talk to, they're telling me, I wish I'd never smoke, or I wish I never drink. Nobody's not saying you cannot drink. Like I was telling my wife last night around 11 o'clock, we were in bed, and I said, I wish that I'm so glad that I did not take up drinking and smoking. Not a good habit. I said I get half of my high off my life. And for those who know me, you cannot tell me one day you see me drunk, in at the park or wherever it is, right? So so we talk about exercise on most days of the week. I've always say this. The good thing is that, despite what's going on, always, and I tell you probably, because of this COVID, sometimes I get so tired and I just lay down. But I tell Gita one day we got to go to the park and start walking or do whatever it is to keep the body healthy. So I said, if you cannot walk 30 minutes for the day, you can walk 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the afternoon. I'll try to do the half an hour, but I walk more than half an hour when the day come. Right? What can I tell you? Manage stress. We all have stress. We all will get stressed. In life, there is so much wicked people around that they try to stress you out. And I'm just being real. You have jealousy, people jealous you. You have people who don't want you to get up. Nobody wants you to grow. So you have to learn how to ignore these people. Find a way that, listen, I'm not going to pay them no mind because we know stress is no good for you, all right? Have to talk about stress one day too. And if you guys want me to talk about anything that you want to hear about, something that affect your family, you can inbox me. Like I said, the Ken Rampersaud Show is not for me. It's for you guys. Yes, I really appreciate all your love, support, and all that you share with me. I share some of the things that you guys wrote the other day, and I was sitting down reading and crying, because of the things. One person said, "Oh, Ras, run! You gotta run! You gotta get better! Fight this thing! Fight!" And those things. It means a lot to me. Like when people say, "Oh, you're doing a fantastic job," and like I've said over the years, that I do this show, I never let it get to my head, it gets right down to my heart. I don't know how long I'm going to live, but as long as I'm alive, I will try to do much more things for humanity. I'm totally blessed. I'm blessed with everything that I need. All that I need, I have in my life. And I tell people, I'm a middle-class guy from Guyana. I came to the United States with no money, nothing. And as I said, my aunt Larcy Gobin, she's the one who helped me to get to the States. But I'm glad I started my nursing back in Guyana. So, no matter what, always give it your best shot. Don't let nobody bring you down. Don't let nobody tell you you cannot do this. And I always tell people, not because I'm proud, but when I went to school in Guyana, my high school, I failed all my exams. And I say this so that some young person can hear me, and it could give them motivation to continue to do what they want to do. And, you don't tell people that they cannot do this. A lot of things was told to me by those who supposed to love me. Unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. I've always tell people I want to be a nurse. I want to have something behind my name, and thank God I was able to do that. So don't stop yourself. You can stop, but continue. When you fall, you get up and you run. Okay. So let's continue. A blood test to check cholesterol level, called a lipid panel or a lipid profile, like typically reports total cholesterol, the HDL cholesterol, and HDL cholesterol. When it says the total cholesterol, is the total cholesterol between the good cholesterol and the bad cholesterol. Triglyceride, a type of fat in the blood. For the most accurate measurement, don't eat. Okay, so I'm going to try to explain this. So if you have to go and do a cholesterol test tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, right? Or 9 o'clock, what is advisable to do? Don't eat. Don't eat before you go to do the blood test. Make sure that you don't eat, or you could probably drink some water. That's all. Don't eat nothing around 9 o'clock at night, because when you go to the doctor to draw your blood, you want to get the correct reading of your blood result, of your blood test. If you eat anything, that many meters, so it could just show that you have high cholesterol. That's what you don't want to do, right? So continue. I was doing a lot of talking. Let's get DJ to play another song. Give my mouth some, let it get some water. The beautiful Veronica Prasad. Great topic and a good education for everyone. Thank you. Hope all is good with you, Vimala. Paula, thank you very much. You can do all things through Christ strength you. Amen. Let's see. Priya says, let me get my board ready for DJ. Priya said that I'm supporting you and this amazing cause always, even after when you are gone, many years ago. So, for those of you who don't know Priya is one of the admin on my group. She keep an eye out to what's going on if she need to hear a topic. Also, I get her mom to watch my topic, my show, which is fantastic. So this is what I want to do. And I really wish if Priya was living in New York, I would help her and show her the way that when I'm gone, she can take over, right? So thank you very much for watching the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. Let's go, DJ.
They say that home will always be home, no matter where you roam. Home is always where your heart is. I don't have much to give, oh no, but Blackbush, here's my gift to you. I'm just a country boy from Blackbush, Poland.
Proud of him, man.
Letting the
Just a country boy.
world
Fantastic.
Place, yeah. I'm just a country boy coming from Blackbush, Poland. Letting the world know, yeah, oh yeah. Let's be all and my big Tori, Johanna and Yakasari. Them are the place, make up this nice community. Work hard, eat good and live happily. So no rain with the bag down, we never lazy. Pick up the record now, man, Tennessee family. Them say be humble, but not take talks for nobody. A lot of man come looking for a larky, cause them know when them get one a real. I'm just a country boy from Blackbush, Poland. Letting the world
tell you guys a story about Roxanne.
Coming from Blanche's border, letting the world know, yeah, oh yeah. Me I go big up each and every rice farmer, every fisherman, every cash crop gardener. You want see people work hard, well then come ya. Talk about sport, well it starts and it done ya. Me I go big up them barefoot cowman, them cutlass and them favorite weapon. Humble people, but know where you're on. If you want to enjoy the weather, I'm just a country boy from Blanchbola, letting the world know about this beautiful place, yeah. I'm just a country boy coming from Blanchbola, letting the world know, yeah, oh yeah. Humble people from Blackbush Bowler, we know for fresh load, but enough more than water. And though the sun sometimes make me darker, we no mind weak man can't be no farmer. So mind how you laugh on top of my place. The rice in your plate maybe come from this place. A lot of people shameful said them come from this place, much less when them reach estates. I'm just a country boy from Blackbush Bowler, letting the world know about this beautiful place, yeah. I'm just a country boy coming from Blackbush Bowler, letting the world know, yeah, oh yeah. I'm just a country boy from Blackbush Bowler, letting the world know about this beautiful place, yeah. I'm just a country boy coming from Blackbush Bowler, letting the world know, yeah, oh yeah.
That's right. Welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show. No matter where you came from, you can do great things, and he is a perfect example. You know, I want to tell you guys a story. I didn't say it a long time. I wonder if Roxanne is on. She's still on, but I want to tell you guys a story. You know, many years ago, probably in the early 90s, my sister was coming to. I'm going to talk that piece in a different line. I hope some of you can pick up what's going on. So, a couple of years ago, my sister was coming from Guyana through, I think, Miami or somewhere there. So when she get to New York, she couldn't enter the country. So Roxanne, I don't know, I forgot how by chance she get to meet my sister Anita in Canada. And so my sister, she was in the detention for a couple of days, and she, as I said, I don't know how she hooked up to my sister Roxanne. And Roxanne can probably write what happened in the shout box. So Roxanne went and helped my sister there. And, you know, in those difficult times, you want somebody to be there for you. So Roxanne was there helping out my sister. And what happened is that I could not travel because of work. You know, it was an emergency. But luckily, the Roxanne was there, who we have never met before. And so we lost contact with Roxanne. Same Roxanne Hamilton that you're seeing there. Roxanne says that we talked many years ago, and after that, you know, we lost touch for many, many years. And when we launch Chit Chat with Shanaz and Ken, I say hello to my sister in Canada, and then Roxanne wrote right back and says, "Are you Ken? Is Anita your sister?" And I says yes. And then she started telling me the story that what happened in Florida and so on. So I've always thought of Roxanne in the kindest way, a great human being. I know that, and I can't wait to meet her. I love her, to be honest with you. She was there when my sister had one of her darkest days, you know, with immigration story and so on. But my sister is a citizen now in Canada. So Rox, thank you very much, my dear, and I love you. Let's see. Thank you, Shanaz B. Thank you very much for that kind word. You know, Kevin, DJ Kevin, supposed to come on the show today, but he went by my sister, and one of his cousins came from Hartford City, Connecticut. So he's walking around the place. Let's see. We have Roxanne. You are a blessing. Yes, she is a beautiful soul. I can't wait to meet her personally, or I don't know if I have to drive down there. Radha Totaram, thank you very much. Paula, thanks and good to have you on. Paula, I'm on the air every Sunday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I drive quick to pick up Gita. So let's continue. To treat high cholesterol, which is a good thing, it's good to start treatment. Medication for high cholesterol, triglyceride. If you have high triglyceride, your doctor might put you on some medication, Tricor or fibrate. We have lipid, reduce your liver production of very low density cholesterol, and speed the removal of triglyceride, the type of fat found in your blood, right? We got VLDL, cholesterol contains mostly triglyceride. Using fibrates with a statin can increase the risk of sudden side effect. And then we give niacin. Niacin limits your liver ability to produce the bad cholesterol. And VLDL, which is the cholesterol produced in the liver and releases into the bloodstream, like I said. But niacin doesn't provide additional benefits over statins. Niacin also have been linked to liver damage and a stroke. So most doctors now recommend it for other people who can't take statin, like omega-3 fatty supplements. Omega-3 acid supplements can help lower your triglyceride. They are available by prescription, as we know, or over the counter. If you choose to take over the counter supplements, get your doctor okay. Omega fatty acid supplement could affect other medications you are taking. So one of the things that you really want to do, you want to talk to your doctor, tell him everything that you are taking, right? Any medication. If you go and buy organic stuff or the street stuff with these guys selling, please make sure your doctor know, because they could have problems. Or even you can let your pharmacist know that you're taking these things. If they encourage you, you could go online and see what's going on. Tolerance of medication varies from one person to the other, and I'm going to explain that to you. Sometimes people want to give people other medication, like for example, they may want to take somebody else's insulin and use it, or aspirin, and you don't do that. Make sure you go to the doctor and get the proper medication. The common side effects of statins are muscle pains and muscle damage, reversible memory loss and confusion, and elevated blood sugar. If you decided to take cholesterol medication, your doctor might recommend liver function tests, right, to see what is good for you, what's really working with your liver and all these things, okay? Let's talk about children and cholesterol treatment. Diet and exercise are the best initial treatment for children. So if your child have cholesterol problem, what the doctor may want to do is to tell them, listen, watch what you're eating. Be very careful. Don't eat too much red meat and pork and all these things. You want them to try that first. And if that doesn't help, then what you want to do are the best initial treatment for children age 2 or older who have high cholesterol or who have obesity. Children age 10 or older who have extremely high cholesterol level might be prescribed cholesterol lowering drugs such as statins. And that's what you want to do, okay? So all the very best to you guys, and make sure that you follow these things that I'm talking about. And the truth of the matter is, if you want your children to live a long time, what you want to do is to start them out right. Make sure that they eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I try to do it sometime when I'm home with my boys, to give them a lot of vegetable, and then I put some nuts and so on in my my salad. So that would definitely help. And let's talk about little treatment to lifestyle changes such as exercising and eating. A healthy diet is the first line of defense against high cholesterol. And I've said this we talk about diet and so on. You go for the salmon, mackerel, and so on. All this kind of fish you eat is going to help you at the end. But if you are made with these important lifestyle changes and your cholesterol levels remain high, your doctor might recommend medication. This choice of medication or a combination of medication depends on the various factors, including your personal risk factors, your age, your health, and the possible drug side effect. Common choices including statin, like we got the Lipitor. Oh, I got that here, Lipitor. When we talk about statins, right, we talk about statins block a substance your liver needs to make cholesterol. This causes your liver to remove cholesterol from your blood. Statins can also help your body reabsorb cholesterol from the buildup deposits on your artery wall. All right, so I said statin can also help the body reabsorb cholesterol from building deposits on your wall. So if you have your cholesterol, let's say phase 2, it's what was going to happen if you take statins. It's going to help remove all these, not all, but it's going to take some time. That is going to help remove these statins. Okay, we have things like Lipitor, Lescal, we have Pravachol, Crestor, Zocor, right? But from what I'm hearing from doctors and so on who I work with, a lot of times Lipitor is one of the best one that you got that you can use. So try make sure you want to know when you go to your doctor when they're ordering these Lipitor cholesterol medication. You want to ask them which is the best one to take and why. You know what I'm saying? So you could understand that if your child is having problem with a muscle and different things, headache or whatever it is, you can. It's good to know. Knowledge is power. Okay. Cheering on cholesterol testing for most children. The National Heart, Lungs, and the Blood Institute recommends one cholesterol screening test done between 9 and 11 years old, and like I said, when you between 17 and 21. If your child has a family history of early onset heart disease or personal history of obesity and diabetes, your doctor might recommend early or more frequent cholesterol tests. For example, when my mother died, I think she had an aneurysm, and from a couple of years now, I start to eat right. I start to exercise here and there. Sometimes, if I don't get to go walk and so on, I just dance a little bit right in my room, right? So try your very best to live a long life and healthy life and to live a productive life. For me, it doesn't make sense I live 100 years and 50 years of that I in bed. I am ready to go probably about 70 or so. I hope people say that's young, but I want to always live a productive life, which is a good thing. For example, this is my personal opinion. I don't want to live and let people turn me and feed me and all these kind of things. No, I have been in nursing now, as I said, for over 30 years, and I see what you could get bed sore, you can aspirate, a lot of things could happen to you. So I believe that when I can't walk no more, time for me to go to Jerusalem. If you know what Jerusalem I'm talking about. Lifestyle and home remedies include changes are essential to improve your cholesterol level, to bring your number down by the following way. Lose some weight. Try your very best to lose some weight. Losing about 5 and 10 pounds can help lower your cholesterol level. Eat a heart-healthy diet. Focus on plant-based food. When we talk about plant-based food, I'm talking about the broccoli and so on, okay? Radish, all these kind of food. It's good to eat that. And fruits and vegetables and whole grain. And when we talk about whole grain is also good to help bring down your cholesterol. Brown rice is better to eat than white rice. All right. Let's see. Limit saturated fat found in red meat, and fully fat dairy products, and trans fat found in many processed food. We don't want to eat processed food. Okay. Monosaturated fat, which is kind of good fat, and found in olive and canola oil. In a healthier option, avocado, nuts, and oily fish. Like I tell you guys, always I say, eat the oily fish. Always good. Fish and oily fish from the sea is good. I have to write down some of the name of those fish that I talked about last week, especially things like salmon, right? It's going to clean the pipe down your blood vessels. You know what people do to it? I do follow different cultures, what they eat and so on. For example, people from Nigeria and so on, in their food, they eat a piece of banana or half banana, whole banana they eat. What I do in my salad, and I'm glad I'm talking about this, I will definitely do a show and show you how I eat how I prepare my salad when I'm doing it. You cut up your avocado and you put it in your salad and you eat nuts, oily fish, and other source of healthy fats. So let's get another song from DJ while I'm going to say hello to some of you. Oh, good to see Robert. eat breakfast like a king, lunch breakfast and a prince, and dinner like a poor. Yes, yes, my brother. You know, Sanyasi. Good to have you on. Can put in the writing so that Gita will know I work in the nursing home. All right, Gita know a lot about you. I always talk about bok choy, broccoli, cabbage, callaloo. Yes, thank you. And I like this when I get someone to help me out a little bit. So Paula, thank you very much, and I hope that you join me every week. All right. Debbie, good to see. I saw Debbie yesterday. Always a pleasant soul too. I always tell her when I see her nice picture up, I said Miss Wales. All right. Yes, she is pretty. And I said thank you very much for Robert Rump. Good to have you on. He said, let's see what he said. Take a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon of raw honey in the glass of water every morning. Warm in the microwave for 30 seconds. Drink on an empty stomach. Priya said, I'm a vegetarian, but do have a medium salt. I also risk for cholesterol still. Yes, but listen, in life, if you give it your best shot, you shouldn't worry about anything. When you give life the best shot, it's good. All right, let's go. What's Roxanne says, Ishri Dollars Ram. Thank you. My sister is on, but I didn't see her. Thank you very much. I'm on Facebook Live on Sunday and Friday with prayers. Oh, thank you very much. You can always share with me. Share it on my page. Let's go, DJ. Ready?
Check. Yo. Kurt Brown and Miss.
That's right. It's Selector Bolt.
This is unbelievable. Country girl a gwan up so. Nah been come, me nah been no. Girl school ball but I go down so low. Me never really expect this. When I see little miss, the girl let turn and twist. She shine like a real country gal. What come till from road signal. We never see her whine, much less give a back ball. But this girl could whine banner. Guess where she come from, Guyana. Don't make style take a whine banner. Let me see her now, let me see her. This girl could whine banner. Guess where she come from, Guyana. Don't make style take a whine banner. We not talk no Sunday school story, but the girl there wine to the glory. Pan rope and door and floor and the girl even a wine pan poly. Take wine banana, wine up on the girl right pan banana. Make you sing no girl just like Rihanna. Play up on your key now just like Rihanna. Push, dip, wine, push, wine, choke, girl. Push, dip, wine, push, wine, choke. Me never really expect this. When I see little miss, the girl let her turn and twist. But this girl could wine banner. Guess where she come from, Guyana. Don't make style take a wine banner. Let me see her now, let me see her. This girl could wine banner. Guess where she come from, Guyana. Don't make style take a wine banner. Look how this girl a go and bar. She catch me real off guard. She used to give me bare hard card. Every time she pass by me, this is unbelievable. Country girl a gone up so. Nah been come, me nah been no. Girl school ball but I go down so low. But this girl could wine banner. Guess where she come from, Guyana. Don't make style take a wine banner. Hola, Kiki could wine banner. Guess where she come from, Guyana. Don't make style take a wine banner. Oh yeah, country girl could wine banner. Guess where them come from, Guyana. Don't make style take a wine banner. Hola, wine, choke, girl.
Beautiful song. I want to say special hello to Michelle Singh. Good to have you on my show. Today I was watching your show and you had on the same dress that you got on there. So for those of you who don't know Michelle Singh, she and her husband, they are doing a fantastic job. Singing, making some good music, and I love their studio. They have their own studio, but when you look at them, they look like $1 million. She is beautiful. Her husband is handsome. So good to have them in Canada, sharing their love and support too. So I'm hoping that when I go to Canada, I could catch them. Go to where they're singing, listen to something. But I still have to interview them probably sometime next month, and I hope that we can come to an agreement. You know what I mean, agreement to catch them next month sometime. It was supposed to be this month here, but next month I'll be talking to someone very special. She is a deputy here in New York, in Queens, New York. I'll be talking to her. Very brilliant young lady. She's an attorney, and I'll tell you a little bit more about her. So please don't forget to tune in next week. I have a very special interview. She's a big gun here in New York, and she is. I know from what I know, she have Guyanese roots. So very proud of her. And you know what I like about these people that who's going to come on my show. For example, her. You know, they are very down to earth people, and I like that. You know, and I feel good too, because you know, as a young guy, I'm not young. I'm 56. If a guy from Guyana who come to the United States, I just had dreams, and the dreams become reality for me, and that's why I always try to tell people never give up. Life is beautiful as long as you give it to your best. You give it your best shot. You don't need to worry. Like I tell you, when I went to high school, I failed all my exams, and so when I talk to these people here, it's always good to have them. It's good. It boosts me, and I hope that it inspired you guys too. I have yes. So it's good to have my friend Michelle Singh. And you guys did a fantastic job. I should come in your studio and interview you guys. Probably I could do 2 interviews, one here and one in Canada. You know, I always go to Canada because my sister lives there, and my sons, they love their aunt, and my sister loves them too. So, yes, Michelle. So send me some song so I can prepare them for you. I prepare to play them next month, or I could play them on my show too. All right. Who else we have? Yes, you look young. Give it your all. Absolutely, life is a blessing, man. Looking forward to it, Ken. Yes, definitely. Chan is watching. I'm not sure if she is in New York or she is in Wisconsin. Thank you for watching. Also, I see Sharda Budu is watching. She is from Wisconsin too. So Sharda was a little ill not too long ago. So continue to give her your love and support. She always tune into the Ken Rampersaud Show here, right here on Island Zone Radio. You know, like I said, when I was very sick last year, I was reading about 400 or 300 something people watched that when I was sick, and so many people was writing, Ken, I'm praying for you. And what went through my mind, I said, when I didn't have the strength to pray, you guys and a lot more people was praying for me. You know, we have to support each other. We cannot pull down each other. When we pull down each other, sometimes all of us fall down. You know what I'm saying? So be supportive to your friends. Yes, Kenneth Michelle would love to hear your songs. Donna is watching. Oh, Donna, good to have you on. Wonder if there's any. I'm sure there is first time who's watching here. So an act product, plant sterols and sanitals found in oral supplements, some fortified like orange juice, which they put some other vitamins in the orange juice, right? Some put other nutrients inside, and some margarine, such as Promise Active, blonde psyllium, found in seed the husk, and products such as Metamucil, oats brain. And it's good to eat oats, okay? And other popular cholesterol-lowering supplement. And I want to tell you, if you're having things like constipation, you can't go to the bathroom easily. A good thing to do is to buy you some Metamucil, and you add them in orange juice, or you put them in water if you are diabetic, because you don't want to put that inside of in orange juice, right? Because we know that orange juice makes the your sugar go up, right? As we're talking about, if you know that someone if you got diabetes, and someone is you find someone's sugar is low, when you check it, you add some sugar to the orange juice and you give them to drink, right? And they're gonna wake up little by little. So and always good to check your sugar. It's important. There's evidence that we talk about red rice. You know, I've never heard about red rice. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, or it's a different place. There is evidence that red yeast rice can help you with your bad cholesterol, right? However, the Food and Drug Administration has said that red yeast rice product that contains colon K, and naturally recurring from the prescription medications such as lovastatin cannot be sold here in the United States, right? So also we have if you buy red yeast rice supplements in the United States, there is no way to know whether you're getting enough monocolon K to lower your LDL cholesterol. Also, we know that you have to find out where they're selling, because it says some countries you can't get it. In other countries, lovastatin is red yeast rice product is potentially dangerous because there is no way known to know how much might be in. Sorry, one of my paper falling on the ground and I wanted to pick it up, so I had to call one of them guys. Or what the quality of the lovastatin is. Even if you take cholesterol lowering supplements, remember the importance of healthy lifestyle that takes medication to reduce your cholesterol as directed. Tell your doctor which supplement you take. Like I said before, you want to let your doctor know all the medication that you are taking. You want to, if possible, you know what a good thing to do, especially if you're an older person, right? You're 60, 70 years old, and you don't have anybody to go with you to the doctor. What you can do, put your medication in the bag, or a good thing to do is to write all your medication in a list. And when you go, you got two options: take the medication with you, or you can write them on a list. Exercise early with your doctor. Okay. Like I said, if you want to go exercise, you must get your doctor permission and ask them how far can you walk, how beneficial for you to go and walk, right? Or moderate intensity exercise. As I said, 5 times a week. If you're strong and you're good, you can exercise rigorously 5 times a week. Don't smoke. If you smoke, find a way to quit. Also, we have alternative medication. Fewer natural products have been proven to reduce your cholesterol, but some might be harmful. I hear some people say they take things like garlic, which I do eat a lot of garlic. I put it in my dal, hunuba dal, and I eat that, right? I eat one every other day or whatever it is, and it helps to bring down your cholesterol, and it is beneficial for a lot of things. DJ is going to get ready while I continue. Consider these cholesterol level supplements, okay? So after we come back, I still have, let's see, we have like half an hour more to go, and I'm going to tell you some food that really you can eat. I have about 15 of them, but I have half an hour to go through them, and I'm going to see how best I can explain some of them, okay? Let's go, DJ. My friend Dominic said, red rice, good to know. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Dominic, for watching. Sharda, thank you very much. Red and purple rice can. I saw it in the Chinese dish. Really. I had COVID-19 last year and very weak. I had people praying for me, and I make it, thank God you're alive. So, like I said, and Paula is doing a good job. It's good to have people to pray for you. You need to have people by your side. When I was sick, I was getting all these messages. I probably had 1,000 messages, and it keeps me going. I was smiling sometime when I was reading them. It keeps me motivated to live. So, and I remember Shanaz was saying, Ken, your people, your viewers want to see you out alive, and they're asking about you and they're praying for you. So let's go, DJ. Hi, Alana. Very good evening to you.
Bring the rum and come down by me, 'cause we don't have time to wait. Love of my family, you know I love all
That's the man Tony Cuts from Guyana.
Kangaroo was always there for me, and all them who like to pretend. 'Cause we ready to party, we don't care who see. Bring the rum and come down by me. So bring the girls them and come by me. You know we like many party. So bring the chaser, bring the rum. Tomorrow might never come. When I drink the Henny, you know I get friendly. Come let we drink by me. When I drink the Johnny, I spend out all my money. Come let we drink by me. When I drink the vodka, I want the people's daughter. Come let we drink by me. When I drink the white oak, you know we making no joke. Come let we drink by me. Yo, it's White Tony Cox.
Shetty Strings Studios.
Come let we drink by me.
Welcome back to the Ken Rampersaud Show. I have to tell you how, for the past, we got some great singers in Guyana, and I know that we have some that really represented Guyana in Trinidad. But I wish that, and this is just my take on things. As a host and a suicide prevention guy, domestic violence advocate, I have to tell you that, I would like to see them sing great songs that would help people, to motivate them to do great things. I not really like the alcohol song too much. We have a lot of young people who are lost in this world, and I see it. You have some adults that's lost, and I don't glorify any kind of alcohol, despite I take a shot every 6 months or whatever it is. So I wish that, not bad talking them or bad mouthing any singers from Guyana, but give us something really. I like the music, so put something nice inside, like men don't beat women, and not that gonna be all the thing, but help the young people, send out great message for them to choose right and to do right in life. So again, I'm not bashing or beating anybody. Congratulations for all the songs, but this is how I look at things, right? 15 foods. Let's talk about some food that's good in cholesterol. We have talked before. Let me see. We have talked before, and I'm going to try to summarize in all the things that I'm talking about. Let's talk about food. We know the best thing you can ever do is choose good food to eat. We talk about good fish, right? Turkey. Turkey is one of the best meat we got too. So try to choose those kind of things. Also, a person's diet plays a crucial role in how healthy the cholesterol levels are. Eating food that keeps cholesterol within a healthy range can help prevent health issues, including heart attack, and stroke, right? Also, we talk about, it's good to know things. I'm just going to highlight some of them. Eggplant. I didn't know eggplant was all of this good. Eggplant is high in dietary fiber. We know that we need fiber to help us go to the bathroom. So eggplant is one of those things. Also, it's 100-gram portion contain 3 gram of fiber. As the American Heart Association pointed out, fiber helps improve blood cholesterol level. It also reduces the risk of developing heart disease, stroke, obesity, type 2 diabetes. So I'm going to encourage you guys. You don't eat it every day. I'm not telling you to eat every day, but you can eat eggplant as much as you can eat it. It's a good thing. We also know that okra, as we know, or lady's finger, is a warm seasoned vegetable. Try your very best to add okra to your diet, and the slime and so on is good for you. Okay, it's an excellent food. I'd like to eat okra in a dal, or you fry it up. Excellent, eat it. And people cultivate throughout the world. You research have found that a gel in okra, right, that's called mucilage, can help lower your cholesterol level by binding it to during digestion, right? And especially it's go down good. It's going to help you throughout your pipe, your intestine. Food is going to go through there very good, easy. It's probably help you to help you, with your colon and all these things, right? We have heard many times that apple a day keep the doctor away. A small 2019 study found that among 40 participants with mildly high cholesterol, eating 2 apples a day reduced both healthy and bad cholesterol level. It also lowering level of your triglyceride, a type of fat in the blood. One apple can contain 3 to 7 gram of dietary fiber, depending of its size. In addition, apple contains a compound that's called polyphenols, which may also help have a positive impact on cholesterol level. And it is so true that I love to eat some okra. And so, some things that I do, I'm not going to tell you, you can go do it too. You can put some okra in water and let it sit for overnight, and you drink the water. We talk about avocado, pear. Avocado are rich in heart healthy nutrients. And guess what? You don't have to buy a lot. You buy one, you cut it in 2, you eat half today and half tomorrow, right? Concluded that eating 1 avocado a day as part of the moderate fat cholesterol lowering diet can improve cardiovascular disease risk, specifically by lowering your bad cholesterol without lowering your good cholesterol. 1 cup or 150 gram of avocado contains 14.7 gram of monosaturated fat, which can reduce your bad cholesterol level and lower the risk of heart disease and stroke. We talk about fish, so go ahead and eat some fish. And there's a different way. You don't have to fry your fish all the time. You can make sure that you broil it and all these things. And Geeta know how she does these things. I don't really know how she cooked them. I only know Guyana fish a little bit, Also, we know oats, right? Oats significantly improve your blood cholesterol level over a period of time, which is like 4 weeks. So again, if you have high cholesterol, it's a good thing. I see people still eating Korean roti in the morning and so on, or bread or whatever it is. But if you make some oats, it's very good for you. It's help you, especially it helped you with your colon, so you would not be constipated. Also, it's going to bring down your cholesterol level, okay? And in a small study, in 2017 study, participant with mildly elevated cholesterol level at 70 gram of oats per day in the form of porridge. I love it. And you know what you can do too? You don't have to put sugar inside. You can put some cinnamon, and cinnamon is going to help you with your diabetes. Also, you put clove. I like 2 little bit of clove. Also, when you don't use the sugar, you can use honey. Honey is an excellent choice of it, all right? But even if you don't want to do that, you ladies would know that if you, and I'm not biased against men, most ladies do this cooking, cinnamon would give that porridge, that oats porridge and so on, the nice flavor, and will help keep your pipe clean too, right? So try your very best to do that. Let's see what we're going to talk about. Since time is against me, we can also eat barley. You guys know about barley, especially in Guyana. Try to eat a lot of barley. Barley is a healthy grain that is rich in vitamins and minerals and high in fiber. And we all know that fiber is good for your colon to keep you not constipated. All right. Also, what we want to talk about, the body use cholesterol to produce bile acid. So that's good. Let's see. We can talk about a little bit nuts. After this, I'm going to have DJ play another song for you guys. Nuts. We have always talked all the time. Nuts are good source of unsaturated fat, which can help lower your cholesterol level. With your bad cholesterol, reduce heart disease. Saturated fat is in the diet. Nuts are also a source of fiber, which help keep the body from absorbing cholesterol and promote its excretion. All nuts are suitable for your heart cholesterol-lowering diet, including almond nuts, walnuts, pistachios, pecan nuts, hazelnuts, Brazil nuts, cashew nuts. But I want to tell you one thing about these nuts. You cannot eat, take a whole bowl and say you're going to eat one time. the best thing to do is you can take a handful, or you can mix it up and eat a handful every day or every other day, however you want to do it. All right. Again, nuts are an excellent. You can eat nuts in your salad, which I'm going to show you guys next week. I'm going to go to the store and pick up these things. You can eat it in your salad. You can also eat just a handful every day. All right. Let's go, DJ. You're watching the Ken Rampersaud Show here on Island Zone Radio. Dates and clues.
Baby, you're the one.
This is especially for Charlotte.
Never thought I'd be saying from my heart how I feel. Ever since we met, I fell in love with you. You being in my life is a dream come true. Oh baby, I'll never ever make you cry. I'll never say goodbye. I'll wipe your tears away. I just want to say, oh, I'll never leave you and go away. No, I'll never leave you and go away. Oh, what we have together is for eternity. No, I'll never leave you and go away.
That's something nice to your partner. Never gonna leave you. Never gonna leave you. Correct, Paula. I hope you don't go away with me.
I promise you with all of my heart I'll be standing beside you to build our dreams. I'll never make you unhappy. I want to be the man that you dream of. I want to be the shoulder you lean on. Oh, I want to be your everything.
Sounds like it's a lie.
Oh, I'll never leave you and go away. No, I'll never leave you and go away.
Thank you, Debbie, so much for watching.
What we have together
Roxanne
is for
Hamilton,
eternity.
Robert Brown. We're in the line. You are going to leave me and go away.
No, I'll never leave you and go away. Oh, what we have together is for eternity.
Happy birthday to Paula Twins.
I never thought I'll be saying from my heart how I feel. Ever since we met, I fell in love with you.
Thank you, Paula, for your contribution.
Oh baby, I'll never ever make you cry. I'll never say goodbye. I'll wipe your tears away. I just want to say, oh, I'll never leave you and go away. No, I'll never leave you and go away. Oh, what we have together is for eternity.
Thank you. That's a beautiful song with good message. All right. So good to have you guys back. I'm so glad that I have Paula watching too. So let's talk about some soybean and soy products such as tofu, soy milk, and soy yogurt are suitable for cholesterol leveling, lowering diet of let me change the screen. Are suitable for cholesterol lowering diet and of 46 investigation into the effects of soy on LDL cholesterol found that the median take 25 grams of soy protein, and you get soy, I believe, at the grocery store here in New York of soy protein per day. Over 6 weeks, it will lower your cholesterol, which is a good thing to know. So, guys, I hope that some of the things that I'm telling you, you can try it. Some of the things may not taste good, but you can try to do it. All right. Overall, the research concluded that soy protein can reduce your cholesterol, your bad cholesterol, by around 3 to 4% in adults, cementing its place in the heart health, cholesterol lowering, lower diet. And we also know that I'm sure you guys heard that if you eat dark chocolate, is very good for you. I really don't like the dark chocolate, but I eat it sometimes. I prefer the one that's milky, the white one, right? But then I have to watch what I eat. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to eat, but focus again. You can probably share a piece of the dark chocolate and the white one. Okay. We also know that. Let's see what we got. Good cholesterol. How you eat the dark chocolate produce in moderation, as they can be high in saturated fat and sugar. So what they're saying is that you don't want to eat a lot of this chocolate, because it could take up your sugar, and that's not what you want to do. Also, you can eat a lot of lentils. It's good. You can make a lentil soup. They're rich in fiber. All right. So the other thing is that these things will help you to bring down your cholesterol. It's also good for you. From what I'm saying, it's also good for heart health. It's good for your intestine. You wouldn't get constipated, and when you get constipated, a lot of things could go wrong. Could make you uncomfortable, especially your back. You could get back pain, abdominal pain, and so on. Okay. I talk about garlic. People can use garlic in a wide range of dishes, and it has made health and many health benefits. For example, researchers found that garlic can help you regulate your cholesterol level. And other study determined that garlic can also help you reduce your blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, you can mince it up, you can eat it. You know what I like to get? The garlic, cut them up fine, and you put them in some oil and put it in your food a lot. You like a whole, eat as much as you can eat. But then the other thing is that you have to watch about how your mouth smell. So you can put it between your bread and between your bread, and eat it. And we talk about bread when you're eating. The best bread is to eat is the whole wheat bread. Don't go with the white bread. I like the white bread. I love white bread. I like the tennis roll, but then I can't go for that. I have to go for if you are getting diabetes, you don't want to eat the white bread. If you have diabetes, you don't want to get that. Okay. So as we said, it's good for blood pressure. However, these studies involve garlic supplements. It could be difficult to include enough garlic in the diet to have a noticeable effect on cholesterol level. Also, we all drink tea and so on. So you have to watch green tea. It's good with antioxidants, and it's good to drink green tea. In certain teas, such as green tea, can be very beneficial to your health. A 2020 study found that green tea consumption significantly improved your cholesterol level, reducing both good and bad cholesterol level without the HLD cholesterol level. Researchers call for further studies to make sure it's cemented what you're saying. What I do a very good thing to use is extra virgin oil. Where I work, we have a cook there, and I would buy a bottle of olive oil, and she would hook it up nice to me. So I have that, and I use it when I eat my salad, right? So feature regularly on the Heart Health Mediterranean diet. One of its many use is a cooking oil, saturated fat found in butter with monosaturated fat found in extra virgin oil might reduce your LDL level. However, extra virgin oil has antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. One of the things I want to tell you guys, I think that like our friend was saying here earlier, Paula, and she says garlic is like an antibiotic. One of the things I want to tell people, you can eat what you want most of the time, but be very eat in moderation. Moderation is the key to everything that you use, right? Also, we say that that can be very beneficial in cardiovascular and overall health. When we talk about cardiovascular health, we're talking about the whole heart there, okay? So I just want people to understand. I want to break things down so people could understand. We talk about kale. I love kale. Since I heard the benefits of kale, I eat it all. I tell Gita sometime on a weekend, make a big pot of soup, cook up, and put the kale inside. you will enjoy them too. Okay, you can also bake the kale and eat them just hard like that. Kale is an excellent source of fiber and many other nutrients. 1 cup of kale contains fiber, and a 2016 um, review demonstrated the link between fiber intake and the reduction of kale of blood fat helps and blood pressure, including more fiber in the diet could help lower your level of total cholesterol. And when we're talking about total cholesterol, we're talking about the whole thing, good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, right? In blood fat level and blood pressure, including more fiber in the diet, and can help you lower the total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol. Kale is also very rich in antioxidants, which are good for your heart and help reduce inflammation. You see me smiling. I'm smiling because sometimes I get these things in my head. I remember when I was a child, I could have barely read. My mother used to beat my tail because she would say, stand up there, read this. And I couldn't call the words. I would pick on. And, when I look at myself now, I says, wow, I've done well for myself, by the way. And you must know your value. Don't let nobody devalue you. Know that you are the best thing ever. I always tell people that. I said I'm the blackest crow there is. I always value myself and for the things I do and I'm continue to do. I'm thinking of doing great things for Guyana, but I have to get his support to do it. Hope that some God or somebody open a big way that I could really go back to Guyana and make a significant contribution, not just from my heart. Because when I watch like the Ellen DeGeneres show and I see all the things that she's doing, I want to do something like that to help people, to make a difference and to leave something back that my children would see and they would want to follow my footsteps, and to they continue in my footsteps to do great things, to make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Also, let's see. I say I am a pressure and sugar patient, but I have it under control. I'm in the clinic and do have medication too. That's a good thing. Always follow up with your doctor. And I hear Paula saying she's using olive oil. I'll do the same thing. You see, Robert Rumpy, you know what I'm saying? Eat in moderation. Paula said kale and collard greens is the best. It is so true. Um, a lot of people, a lot of Americans I know eat a lot of collard greens. I hardly eat it, but I'm going to try see how I can add that to my diet. Some of the Paula said, "Amen. God will make a way." Yes, I believe. Paula. To be very honest with you, I believe I can do anything. I'm a Christian too, and I believe that I can do anything. There's nothing that I cannot do. I'm not surprised if somebody can come, like Ellen said, come and she give me $10,000. I believe these things can happen. So not for me, for just the people, to help people. There's so much people that's suffering, and there's a need for things. And last month I sent a barrel, and about a couple of months ago, about 2-3 months ago, I sent one in Berbice. So I try to do little things, and from donations from people, it really, really helps in different ways. And here are some foods that you can. I have 7 minutes to go. I'm gonna try to. I try to beat this out and see. The American Heart Association reducing the amount of saturated and trans fat this fat in the diet to lower your cholesterol and heart disease risk. These are some of the things you don't eat. They limit your intake of the following food, which contains high level of saturated and trans fat, fatty meat such as lamb and pork, lard, and I don't think that I eat lard, and shortening, butter and cream, palm oil, cakes and donut. Lord, I like donuts, pastries, potato chips, fried foods full of dietary products. Keep all LDL cholesterol level low is important as it decreases the risk of heart disease and stroke. A person can do this by maintaining a healthy diet that includes high fiber, fruits and vegetable, whole grain, nuts, fatty fish, unprocessed soy, and the associated dark chocolate. So try your very best. You can eat a lot of. You can eat fruits. Be very careful. As I said, you eat fruits in moderation, because if you eat fruits with a lot of sugar, it could take up your whatever your diet, your sugar. Your A1C. Sorry. So one of the things that you don't want to do, you don't want to eat a lot of fruits one time and eat it all the time. No, you don't want to do that. Try to eat with minimize what you're eating. Also, try not to drink contains compound that may help reduce cholesterol. You want oats and soy drink, right? Cholesterol. So I hope that you guys do well with your cholesterol. Make sure you don't use a lot of sugar and eat a lot of pork and beef and so on. Turkey is a good thing that you can really eat, right? As I said, soy milk, oats drink. You try to drink a lot of oats drink. Also, tomato juice. You want to drink tomato juice. Tomato are rich in compound like called lycopene, also which may help with the bad cholesterol. In addition, research suggests processed tomato into juice. It's no good, but what you can do, get the real tomato and make juice and drink them, and it's gonna help you. Okay, berry smoothie. It's good to make smoothie. I try to make smoothie now and again. Also, many berries are rich in antioxidants and fiber, both of which may help reduce cholesterol level. What I do, I get blackberry and blueberry. But the bad thing with me, I'm so allergic to a lot of things. So, like, I'm allergic to blackberry, strawberry. So what you can do, you can also get whatever you can drink and mince them up in a glass of water and add some sugar, some honey inside, and you drink in, which you will get a lot of antioxidants, right? Also, drinking containing sterols and standols are plant chemicals similar in shape and size to cholesterol that block the absorption of some cholesterol. So let's go with another song, DJ, and I hope that I can continue another day with all these things that I'm talking about.
Prince JP. Girl, I love you, baby, yeah. My girl, call me, tell me it's over. Call me, tell me it's over. So she hit that I've been talking to a girl, but I swear I don't want no other. My girl, call me, tell me it's over. Call me, tell me it's over. So she hit that I've been talking to a girl, but I swear was a real big rumor. My baby, please don't leave me and go away. People trying to break up me and you. Them just can't see we living happy. You know I done with liming, done with flirting. Why they fighting for? Why they fighting for? See I can't see myself living without you. Baby, this love is just between me and you. Baby, don't matter what them say or do, my love for you is pure and true. Nobody can come between us two. Love you, I love you, yeah I do. Baby, no matter what them say or do, my love for you is pure and true. Nobody can come between us two. Love you, I love you, yes I do. I know plenty of your friends pulling up your head saying how I bad. They won't judge my character just because they know of all the girls I have. I know I made a lot of mistakes, baby, but you know I can't change my past. No, like I never tell you this, but I really don't know why people so fast. My baby, please don't leave me and go away. People trying to break up me and you. Them just can't see we living happy. You know I done with liming, done with flirting. Why they fighting for? Why they fighting for? See I can't see myself living without you. Baby, this love is just between me and you. Baby, no matter what them say or do, my love for you is pure and true. Nobody can come between us two. Love you, I love you, yeah I do. Baby, no matter what them say or do, my love for you is pure and true. Nobody can come between us two. Love you, I love you.
Well, it's 1 minute to 7, and I know after me is coming up is Anthony Prasad. So I want to say thank you very much, everyone, for watching my show today. Also, after the show, you can continue to share it to your friends and your family, especially those who have cholesterol. Robert Ramp, again, thank you very much. Rowena Lal, thanks for everything that you do. Priya Prasad, thank you so much for all you do for the Ken Rampersaud Show. It's good to see you on Nanda C. You are a very kind person. Let's see who we have. My good friend, my sister, Roxanne Hamilton Walker. Thank you very much, Naz. Until next week, Nanda C. Again, it's good to have you guys on, all of you. And I hope you continue doing a fantastic job and have a great week ahead of you. On behalf of the Ken Rampersaud Show here and Selector Bolt, we would like to say thank you very much for watching the show. Thank you for sharing all your love and your support. Until next week, God bless you.